Hello friends, thanks for following along with part 2 of my Norway travels. Today we stopped in the town of Gudvangen, which had dozens of waterfalls within view and crystal clear water. Because Norway has so many mountains, they've had to build many tunnels passing through them. We went through many of the tunnels, including a 20-kilometre one to get to our camp spot. This morning we got up at 6 a.m, had a coffee and hit the road to get to our big hike for the day. To get to the start of our hike, we needed to catch the bus from Vassbygdi to ØsterBO. We arrived early, but after some time waiting around, we found the bus was not coming as it wasn't peak season. Luckily for us, we had met a couple who booked a taxi, so we hopped in with them. The hike started in ØsterBO and we took a path straight through the Ålen Valley back to our car. The trail wasn't too difficult, however there were some portions that were quite steep on the ascent and descent. The diversity of scenery was incredible. We hiked alongside a beautiful river, hiked up portions of snow and climbed across waterfalls. We didn't pass anyone the entire time, making us feel so remote on the hike. It would have been wise for us to bring a water filter straw with us on this hike as we were running low. We drank some of the natural water on the hike, which seemed to be fine. As it was the end of May, the snow caps are melting in Norway, causing the waterfalls to be gushing with water, making it harder to do the crossings. But it did make it more exciting. It was so much fun seeing the river from high above and close up. The water was ice cold as it was from the melting snow. During the hike, I had to remind myself I wasn't hiking through Middle Earth in Lord of the Rings. We stumbled across this historical site, Sinjarheim. It was deserted in 1350 but had been constructed long prior to that. It was used as a seasonal farm that recommenced in 1600 up until 1964. As we continued our adventure past more waterfall crossings and through the valley, we found the cold hole, which was exactly as the name described, a very cold hole filled with snow.
Say hello.
The day was getting late, but luckily for us, we only had 1 kilometre to go.
We've just finished a 19-kilometre hike from ØsterBO to Vassbygdi. It's taken 8 hours. Feeling pretty good. Was probably the best hike I've ever been on.
We arrived back at the van in time for a drink, some corn, and a beautiful sunset.
Found camp for the night. It's on the side of the road, but this is so beautiful. It's off a fjord. We just got back from the hike, and there was free public showers, and it was only cold water, and the water was from the mountain, so it was like very cold. But I love feeling alive after a cold shower, after an 8-hour hike. And I'm gonna make some ravioli for dinner.
The following day, we drove to the Stegastein Lookout, which was a lookout over the Ålen fjord. The view was beautiful, but very crowded on the lookout. We arrived in Flåm and found this gorgeous campground for the night. We had egg brekkie buns as usual.
We are in the fjord and we're heading to a sauna in the fjord.
The Flåm floating sauna was such a magical experience. After sweating for 15 minutes, we jumped into the fjord to cool down in the chilly 5 degrees water.
You're not going to shop when I come back.
The experience was pretty intense, but I felt a wonderful euphoric and relaxing feeling afterwards. After spending the last few days hiking, I found the time to do some painting in Norway. It was such an inspiring place to paint. I loved living in the van for the week, having the freedom to sleep wherever you want and waking up to gorgeous views in the morning. It was a magical experience I will never forget.
Hello, I'm not in Norway at the time of filming this, but I thought I would give you a little explanation on my travel paintings in my sketchbook I did of Norway, which I finished after I left Norway because we were super busy hiking all the time. But the first painting was of ice in a lake on our first day seeing Norway, which was crazy. I've never seen that in my life before. With a little woolly cow next to it. And I hadn't seen one of those before either, which was crazy. I don't know why I love cows, I just really do. And the second painting was of the fjord. I was sitting in the back of the van with Alex and we were just looking onto the fjord, waiting for orcas to appear because a child we met on a hike had said that they'd seen orcas in the fjord. And we did see a video of on their phone of the orcas in the fjord, so we were expecting to see them too. We never did, but I still painted them, pretending like I did. I've had the most magical time, and we're being set off by this lovely sunset. And I will definitely be returning to Norway.
Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one.